shocked to learn that most ordinary credit cards charge interest from the moment you buy something, if you carry a balance as little as $1. Thankfully, American Express has introduced a new credit card called the Optima True Grace Card. You get an interest-free grace period on each new purchase, even when you carry a balance. It's a good thing. But don't just throw away your old credit cards. Recycle them. I'm retiling my pool. Look in the mail or call 1-800-4-OPTIMA.
Who's the performance leader on the track and on the street? It's Ford and your local Ford dealer, featuring 3.9% financing for up to 48 months or $600 cash back on Ford Probe. Probe's the sports coupe with impressive power and handling. And for a limited time, 3.9 financing or $600 cash. Get $1,000 cash back on Ford's 220 horsepower Taurus SHO. Nobody beats Ford on performance and value. Hurry, 3.9 financing or $600 cash back and soon. See your local Ford dealer today.
WMAQ All News 67 is the first place on the dial for the O.J. Simpson trial. Only WMAQ has live, exclusive CNN radio coverage of the trial. So when you can't be near a TV, tune to WMAQ All News 67 every day for live, exclusive CNN coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial. It's easy to remember. First on your dial, first with the trial. WMAQ All News 67, because timing is everything.
In Chicago, you look up and say, there's the Big Dipper and United Airlines. You see the moon and United. Every time you look up, there's United, with 1,000 flights in and out, more than any other airline. More United flights than stars? Some nights, yes. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly our friendly skies.
Lost it. Here's Jordan.
Thousands of fans are converging on Market Square Arena in Indianapolis right now, and that's where Channel 5's Mark Sapelsi is live with a look at the mood of the fans before the game. Mark?
Warner, well before the game, 2-3 hours, this place was filling up. When you've got tickets to a game like this, you savor every moment of a day that history will not forget.
I bought them as a Christmas present 3 months ago for our kids, and I never dreamed this would be a historical event.
When was the last time you read? Training with the White Sox and becoming a major celebrity in the minor leagues. But he never completely closed the door on a return to basketball. Jordan kissed the stadium goodbye during a charity game last year, but it may not have been farewell forever. Derek Blakely, Channel 5 News.
Now, there is still much more to come on this pregame special here on Channel 5's MJ Day. Next, a look at the deal that brought Michael back to his Bulls.
And back come the Bulls. They're down by 3. Pippen for Jordan.
On the next Extra, will John Travolta's bang-up performance snag him the gold?
Mine will be the first traveling Oscar. It's never going to leave my side.
Now, go behind the scenes with John for the career comeback of the decade.
It's kind of exciting to be back in the game again.
Then, Hollywood goes after Deadbeat Dad.
Well, what about the rest of the back child support?
Find out what made Mary Lou Henner put on the heat.
This is their life, trying to get this money for their children.
The story, only on Extra.
Extra, tomorrow at 6:30 on Channel 5.
Ξέρεις, σκεφτόμουν. Αν μπορούσαμε να επεκταθούμε στην παγκόσμια αγορά, θα κολυμπούσαμε στο χρήμα.
Σοβαρέψου, ρε Δημητράκη. Και πώς θα τα κάνουμε όλα αυτά?
Θα μπούμε στο IBM Global Network. Και θα είμαστε σε ένα πρωτοποριακό δίκτυο.
Θα μπορείτε να κινήσετε και φωνείτε data. Με την τεχνογνωσία της IBM που τα κάνει όλα να δουλεύουν.
Θα τσιμπήσουμε κάτι για μεσημέρι.
My grandfather started the business not long after he came here. I've been running it now for 6 years. For me, there's a lot of pride in it. I've been given something that 2 men spent their entire lives building. How will it turn out under me? I think about that. About my family, 200 people that work here. And I can't help but think about my grandfather.
It's your life's work. Does your bank understand that?
Don't miss your last chance to take advantage of Ameritech's Hey, What's That Do sale. Call now for free installation on these great services designed around you. Caller ID lets you see who's calling before you pick up. Three-way calling lets you talk to two friends at once. So call 1-800-AROUND-YOU right now, because you can get free installation only until March 27th. Act fast, because the Hey What's That Do sale ends soon. Operators are standing by to take your call. Don't delay. Order now. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Michael Jordan holding up to Larry O'Brien. Michael, are you getting on loose now?
I swear, I'm so happy. I'm happy for the city. I'm happy for the team.
For almost 2 weeks, the Jordan Watch put fans on an emotional roller coaster.
That's right, Warner, and at times the air of suspense was downright maddening.
There is no doubt about it. Reports of Air Jordan's return sent fans and the media into a frenzy. The mania began with that MJ was spotted at Bulls practice 2 days running. Then he announced his retirement from minor league baseball. For days, reporters camped out at the Berto Center waiting for word. But his airness kept us all guessing.
Michael's not in the building.
Amazingly, even the rumor of Jordan's return was enough to fuel the financial market. 5 companies with products endorsed by Jordan posted huge gains on Wall Street. Not even the president could resist a Michael comeback.
As of today, the economy has produced 6.1 million jobs since I became president. And
a flip over on one side here, but again, everybody anxiously awaiting Michael to walk out here on the court. We will stay here live, and we'll try to bring that to you live as Michael steps back on the NBA court for the first time in over 2 years. We'll send it back to Chicago.
Yeah, we're getting closer to game time. We'll be back more after a break. But look, did you see the little power hit we took?
Well, some of our cameras went out. I couldn't believe that. Yeah. You know, but why not with the most powerful athlete in NBA history and maybe all of sports coming back?
I think you got that right. Well, we'll be back with more right after a break.
There's Jordan over Scott.
WMAQ All News 67 is the first place on the dial for the O.J. Simpson trial. Only WMAQ has live, exclusive CNN radio coverage of the trial. So when you can't be near a TV, tune to WMAQ All News 67 every day for live, exclusive CNN coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial. It's easy to remember. First on your dial, first with the trial. WMAQ All News 67, because timing is everything.
The forecast called for a calm, quiet meeting, but a tempest rages instead. It's often the case in today's international business climate, which is why we prepared a place high above it all, with worldly comforts that refresh, restore, and renew. United Airlines, the calm before and after the storm. Come fly the airline that's uniting the world. Come fly our friendly skies.
I was shocked to learn that most ordinary credit cards charge interest from the moment you buy something, if you carry a balance as little as $1. Thankfully, American Express has introduced a new credit card called the Optima True Grace Card. You get an interest-free grace period on each new purchase, even when you carry a balance. It's a good thing.
But don't just throw away your old credit cards. Recycle them. I'm retiling my pool.
Look in the mail or call 1-800-4-OPTIMA.
Get out of Dodge and into a Ford minivan with big savings. Save a total of $2,610 on the front-wheel drive Ford Windstar with $750 reward for current owners of a Dodge or Chrysler Plymouth minivan who choose to buy Ford Windstar. Or buy Ford Aerostar and save $2,299 with your Ford Choice Reward. So get out of Dodge and into Ford Windstar and Aerostar. But hurry, offers end soon. See your local Ford dealer today.
This is just the beginning of MJ Day on Channel 5. After the game, we'll have a post-game show with highlights, the players and the coaches' news conferences, in which Michael Jordan is expected to make his first extended statement on coming back to the Bulls. We'll also have plenty of reaction from the locker room.
Then we'll have complete wrap-ups on the Channel 5 News at 5 and 10 o'clock, and on Sports Sunday following the 10 o'clock news. So stay with Channel 5 for all the pictures, the sights, the sounds, and the information on MJ Day in Chicago.
And now let's check back one more time with John Kelly in Indianapolis. Has the man come out yet?
No, Michael has yet to arrive, but we're expecting him shortly. And Michael not only has his talent on his side, he also has the fact that he'll have fresh legs. He'll be back for the final 17 games of the regular season. Everybody else at this point feels like they're hitting the wall as they get to the end of it. Michael's just starting his. One more point, the odds in Las Vegas, and these guys know a lot, 30-1 at the beginning of the year for the Bulls to win the championship. And now it's 3-1 for the Bulls to win it with Michael coming back. You see the shoes. He's obviously got those on right now, ready to step out onto the court with those. And once again, Michael Jordan making his first game at Indiana's Market Square Arena. Let the madness begin. He's back. Reporting live from Market Square Arena, John Kelly, Channel 5 Sports.
John, it's too bad you didn't have some tickets for this game. You could retire.
Exactly. Sell them and get out of here, but at least I'll be here.
All right, my friend. We'll see you after the game.
All right.
Well, it is indeed a special day.
It is, Warren. You know, I never thought it would come. I should have listened a little more closely to some things he said during this spring training. He slipped once and said, when I come back to the NBA, not if.
Is that right?
Yeah, he did say that a couple months ago.
Well, he's kind of been hinting around to it for a while. The only thing we can be glad about is that he's back.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thanks for joining us for this Channel 5 pregame special.
We'll be back after the game with highlights and interviews. Until then, we leave you with a look at some of our fondest memories of Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I like to say we don't make anything, we make everything. We've got parts in airplanes, in surgical tools. This is 18 cents of plastic, but a $20,000 car won't start without it. Things people don't think about. A faucet valve or a light switch. Somebody made that. I don't need to have my name stamped on it. It's on the door.
It's your life's work. Does your bank understand that?
Don't miss your last chance to take advantage of Ameritech's Hey, What's That Do sale. Call now for free installation on these great services designed around you. Caller ID lets you see who's calling before you pick up. Three-way calling lets you talk to two friends at once. So call 1-800-AROUND-YOU right now because you can get free installation only until March 27th. Act fast because the Hey, What's That Do sale ends soon. Operators are standing by to take your call. Don't delay. Order now. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Isn't technology wonderful? Look how it brings people together.
Cardinal Bernardine's trip to the Holy Land beginning Tuesday at 5.
The following is a presentation of NBC Sports.
The word retire means you can do anything you want from this day on. So if I desire to come back and play again, maybe that's what I want to do. Maybe that's the challenge that I may need someday down the road.
And that day has arrived. Michael Jordan warming up at Market Square Arena more than 3 hours before today's scheduled tip-off. 21 months have passed since Michael Jordan last played competitive basketball. For 21 months, the NBA was without its supreme artist. There may be many interesting peripheral aspects to both his departure.
Larry Brown has to be concerned how it will affect his team emotionally. A team that is finally healthy, playing well, and now at the top of the Central Division. And a team now that finds itself thoroughly distracted by the historic return of Michael Jordan. Marv, the Indiana Pacers are going to have to somehow find a way to treat this as just another game, however difficult that might be.
And the Pacers have certainly made the point they do not see themselves in the role of playing the foil so Michael Jordan can put on a show. Back with more on Michael's return in just a moment.
stamp in 6 different shades. UV coating both sides, premium grade, plus color enhanced photos, the hardest around. Can you dig what we're throwing down? If you think inserts are cool, Jack, Clear Basketball's got one in every pack. 9 different sets, you love what you see. Boy, now you're talking quality. Look out for hot packs with nothing but insert cards, Holmes.
Crave the taste. Oh, crave the good times. Hear the crunch. That crunch is calling you. It's so great. Can't wait. Taste those toppings. There's no stopping. Stouffer's Pizza. Nothing comes closer to home.
When the pizza crunch craving hits, there's only one place to head. Home for Stouffer's French bread pizza.
Stouffer's. Nothing comes closer to home.
All at the new United Center in Chicago. A statue to Michael had been dedicated, and then the number 23 raised to the rafters, and that number 23 stays retired, at least for the time being, as you heard Ahmad say, that Michael will wear his number 45 today, his baseball uniform number for his return to the NBA. Will he start? Seems a foregone conclusion that he will, but that was the logical first question when Marv Albert sat down with Phil Jackson. Here it is.
Yeah, I think we'll find some time for him. I hope we can play him 30 minutes, though, not get 40 minutes or something that's going to get wacky out there.
With all that is swirling around, will the club be ready?
I find it very difficult for some of these players to be able to go out on the floor and play with him. I don't know. You know, he's been at practice 3 times, maybe we can count 4, even though it's abbreviated practice. And at that level, some of them haven't even got an opportunity to be on the court or the same team with him. They've been on the court with him, against him, or whatever. So I'm going to find it difficult for everybody to play together. But I'll put him with, you know, Purdue, Pippen, and Armstrong, so he has kind of a familiar group to play with.
What is your plan for Michael today in terms of minutes? Will you make the decision on lifting him? Will he tell you when he's tired? How will that work?
Well, his first run's going to be important. And I'll probably start him and see how he runs the first 6 minutes or so till the timeout. And you know, he'll let me know from then on. He'll signal me when he wants to come out. And you know, to be honest with you, I probably want to play him in the point guard with the second unit, or play their point guard, Fleming, because that's going to be a problem for us. And I see strategically there's certain matchups that are going to be better in the game than him, and chasing through picks and running around with shooters like Miller and Scott.
I don't think any coach has gone through what you are going through this year. First, you're thinking about your limitations. Obviously, the Bulls have... 1 for 8.
News Radio starring Phil Hartman, NBC Tuesday after Wings.
This is Red Dog beer. It's not ice brewed, fire brewed, and it's not some nursing sipping red. It's just genuinely good beer. Okay, there is one thing unusual about Red Dog. It's unusually easy to drink. Because it's bold yet smooth. Because it's made with the finest natural ingredients. Are you gonna like Red Dog? Yeah, we think so. But hey, it's your call.
This is the inspiration behind Goodyear's new 50,000-mile Wrangler AquaTread. 2 aqua channels sweep water away for outstanding wet traction. Welcome to the AquaTread family. New Wrangler AquaTread, only from Goodyear.
You think aftershaves have to hurt to work? Put yours here. Sensitive from Old Spice, here. If this doesn't take the sting out of aftershave, call and they'll buy you a bottle of yours. Come on, take the sensitive challenge. I did.
Most sport coupes have road-clinging suspensions, but bone-jarring rides. Most luxury coupes have lots of room, but cost lots of money. And some coupes have big engines, but tiny back seats. That was before. This is after. Introducing Chrysler Sebring, race-inspired 4-wheel double wishbone suspension, 24-valve fuel-injected V6, and an honest-to-goodness back seat. The new Chrysler Sebring, the cure for the common coupe.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Red Dog Beer. Bold yet smooth, unusually easy to drink. You are your own dog. By Chrysler, form follows function. And by Goodyear, #1 in tires.
Welcome back to Market Square Arena, Indianapolis. Capacity crowd better than 16,000 on hand, a franchise record 17th sellout. And the crowd receiving a bonus. This was a sellout over the last couple of weeks, but the bonus, the eagerly anticipated comeback of Michael Jordan, who has missed his first 2 shots. 4 minutes have gone by, and the Pacers lead 9. Jordan back. It's certainly a different picture when it comes to the defensive end for Chicago. And the foul is called on Myers. 9:47 remaining. Second quarter. Timeout taken. Indiana now leads by 5.
Golden State battles Shaq and the top team in the East, the Magic, next Sunday on NBC.
Today's the day. Toyota dealers everywhere are celebrating the beginning of spring. The right time to get financing as low as 2.9% on the right car. The all-new Tercel with a low starting price of $99.98. Beautifully designed inside and out, and beautifully equipped for around $13. It's Toyota's Today's the Day sales event, and with 2.9% financing, your Toyota dealer wants to get your spring off to a great start.
In the middle of my workday, I don't do power lunches. I do power lifts. And when you work out this hard, better use a deodorant that works hard too and never quits. That's why I use Speed Stick. It gives me 110% protection that lasts all day. And fortunately, all night. Because while I may not have time for lunches, I always manage to find some time for dinner.
Speed Stick. Like you, it never quits.
By Menon.
How's it going? Great! Yeah! Hey, listen, did you get near the bar? Yeah! Would you get me a light ice? No problem!
Miller Lite Ice. For the taste that goes all out when you're around.
Hey! I never made it to the bar! No! No, I found a waitress!
Miller Lite Ice. The night is young.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By Taco Bell. Try new Border Light Tacos with all the taste, but just half the fat. New Border Light Tacos from Taco Bell. And by the Gatorade Company. If you're not standing on the sidelines, you're gonna get thirsty. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
Yes, this is Reggie country here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Reggie, and this is normal procedure. Time to time during the course of the game, he will be stretched out, although he does come into today with a strained left shoulder. Did not seem to have any problems at all, though, in the first quarter when he was able to hit for 10 points.
And the reason that shoulder is so sore, it got tangled up with Shaquille O'Neal under the basket on Friday night. I talked to Reggie yesterday in practice. He said he felt like it was almost going to be pulled up. The Pacers were a very loose basketball team at their shoot-around yesterday, and then when they found out about the Michael Jordan situation, their whole demeanor seemed to change.
We'd like to welcome those of you who have been watching the Utah Jazz and the Charlotte Hornets. We welcome you to Market Square Arena with 9:47 remaining in the first half. And the Pacers leading the Bulls 26-21. Michael Jordan is back on the floor. Played the first 9 minutes in the first quarter. Attempted 5 shots, did not hit. And when Michael sat down, Chicago outscored Indiana 12-6. Scottie Pippen and B.J. Armstrong have accounted for 18 of the Bulls' 21 points. Will Perdue with 1 point, so 3 former teammates of Michael prior to the return, scoring 19 of the 21. But Chicago, after a slow start, has been able to turn it around. It's now a 6-point Indiana lead. Jordan handling against Scott. So it is Jordan and Kerr in the backcourt with Longley, Blunt, and Kukoc on the front line. Bill Jackson trying a different combination. Shot clock at 6. Kukoc hesitated and rebounded by McKee. Sam Mitchell. He was looking down low for Rick Smits, who was well covered. Now McKee went to the turnaround. McKee. Larry Brown was telling us Would love to see Derek more aggressive offensively. Very solid ball player, does a lot of the little stuff. Timeout is taken by Kerr, who was in trouble with Vern Fleming all over him. It's a 20-second timeout.
Phil Jackson is very upset right now with the way that this team is executing. But keep in mind, right now, Michael Jordan is out on the floor with 4 players that he has never played with before, other than a number of minutes at practice. And Phil Jackson also told us before the game that some of the fellas never even got a chance to play with Michael. So there's going to be timing problems. Right now, in effect, Michael is the point guard. He's going to handle the ball the most. Tony Kukoc will get to handle it. Steve Kerr will fade to the corner, fade to open spot for jump shots. But that was just a simple little entry play to get into their triangle offense, and handled very poorly by Blunt. And Phil Jackson wants to get things straightened out.
Wait a second. Is it possible? Does Michael have the pants on backwards, the logo in the back? Let's see. Normally it's in the front. Here is Jordan getting the step. Oh! And Smits with the rebound. Jordan breaks up the outlet.
And that's the old Michael Jordan there, coming out of the backcourt. After the other team gets a defensive rebound, that's when Michael becomes extremely dangerous. He has a feel for where that next pass is going, and he'll pick plenty of those off the rest of the way.
Outside of Pippen and Armstrong, the rest of the Bulls shooting a combined 1 for 14. Shot clock at 5. Good fake by Smits. And he's fouled. Rick Smits throwing the fake at Luke Longley. And Jordan came over to help out. And he picks up his first foul.
Well, Rick Smits is just such a confident offensive player this year, as it's been developing over the last couple of years. Just a little pump fake to get Luke Longley on a very poor defensive play, but then Smits doing the wise thing, taking it hard to the hole, knowing that somebody was going to bop him. It was Jordan coming down to help out and force Smits to the line.
Rick Smits averaging 17.5 per game. He's a 74% free throw shooter. Comes off a good one, 8 for 16, 21 points against Orlando on Friday night. 10-point lead for the Pacers. One at the high post for Kukoc. Tony Kukoc has had 2 outstanding games against Indiana. Here's Longley. A wild shot by Longley. Fleming for Mitchell. Smits. Yes. Pacers with their biggest lead of the game.
Amazing touch for Rick Smits. Not only can he do it inside with little hooks and little jumpers in the lane, he can step out to 17 feet very nicely.
Jordan trying to give it up, although that might have been called in the act.
Well, Rick Smits very comfortable when he steps out to the perimeter. And it's very difficult for centers to get the feeling and realize that he's going to be able to spot up from 17 feet as Michael finds a seam and desperately trying to get on the scoreboard here to get that out of the way.
Smits on the foul. His second here is Jordan. And still looking for his first point. 0 for 6 from the field. 0 for 1 from the line. And now hearing it from the crowd. Well, this might not be the way Michael Jordan envisioned putting up his first point, but he will take it. And the Pacers now lead 33-22. Miller coming off the screen, played by Jordan. Mark Jackson back on the floor, and this call away from the ball. And the foul against the ball. It's on Kukoc. His
Today's the day to see your Toyota dealer and experience the luxury of Avalon. And right now, there's a wide selection starting at only $22,758. Experience the all-new Avalon.
Hey, Chi-Chi, got room for a foursome?
Sure, and then some. Take advantage of Toyota Previa's special lease program. Imagine a Previa with lots of options for only $299 a month. It's Toyota's Today's the Day spring sales event, so hurry.
Hey, there's Chi-Chi. tempt me, tease me. Rush me down to Mickey D's. Have you had your break today? Easy does it, not away. Taste the place of smiling face. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Have you had your break today? Have you had your break today?
If you are down, you can always go out and play this game. It feels good just to be out there on the court trying to help your teammates win the game.
When I'm on the court, I'm like in a zone, and I'm able to make some good things happen, not just for myself, but for my teammates.
I just love to be out there to perform for people. Just showing people something special. But the only thing that really matters is the love of the game, because the game is sacred.
Defending champion Lauren Roberts tries to win it again, but the strongest field of the year is on his heels. Final round coverage of the Nestle Invitational next on NBC.
Down memory lane, one of the great moments in the career of Michael Jordan, back to Game 2 in '91, the final series between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan going on to win his first of 3 championships, doing it against Magic Johnson and the Lakers. And that man, Byron Scott, remembered that move very well, a member of that Laker ball club. Indiana by 11, 7.5 remaining in this first half.
And both Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen have been flying at people, but that leaves openings in the seams to pick off those long rebounds. And the ones in tight, the Indiana Pacers are just out hustling and overpowering the Chicago Bulls inside right now. As Reggie Miller now coming off that screen, clearing himself from the pick, squaring up, eyeing the hoop, and draining one more three-point shot.
You're watching the NBA on NBC.
And remember, you're playing for Bud Light, ladies.
The boys are back in town.
These guys are good.
Who are you calling guys?
Yeah.
Looks like you're in the finals.
Ma'am, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light.
You're the defending ladies pool champion?
Yes, I am.
Half the fat. We like that.
Half the fat? I thought it'd be smaller.
That's a good taco.
I like the taste.
They're so full of good stuff.
How'd you do it?
Taco Bell introduces Border Light Tacos. 4 new tacos with all the taste and half the fat. Try them and you'll be a believer too.
Great.
Border Lights.
All right, gentlemen, let's have some good, clean basketball.
Check drives the lane. It's rejected. Back the other way. Blocked again.
You guard, big good-looking guy.
The D is great, but we can't win if we don't score.
3-on-1 break. He scores. Back the other way. Scores. Incredible.
You're kidding, right?
Wow. And after 7 overtimes, we're still tied. Looks like we're going to shoot free throws to settle this one.
Today's the day. It's spring. Time to get up and get going. Your Toyota dealer wants to put you in the all-new powerful Celica convertible. A low Celica lease is just the ticket to make your day. It's as beautiful to look at as it is to drive. So take advantage of the best time of year. Check out the Toyota Supra. There's nothing like it. It's Toyota's Today's the Day sales event. So what are you waiting for?
2 miles deep, an ancient artifact unleashes a demonic force.
There's something moving around in here.
A being of pure evil.
I'll watch all of you as you die.
A battle of science against the supernatural.
I've got it. It's too late!
All new Sequest NBC tonight.
The last 5 minutes and 34 seconds since Michael Jordan made his... And that will do it. Dale Davis with his 15th rebound. his first 6 shots. He finishes the first half 2 for 9 from the field. And 3 out of 4 from the line. 7 points in a first half that saw Michael trying to find his way. The Bulls trying to adjust. The end result, the Pacers by 10. We'll be back in a moment.
For years, people have done their thinking on the run. Now they can do their business on the run, thanks to the breakthrough that fits in your pocket. Zorus, the personal digital assistant from Sharp that gives you the freedom to write it, type it, sign it, and fax it anytime, anywhere.
John, hello, mate. Just got your fax. But you really should get out of the office a bit more.
When the bear comes out of hibernation, motor skills are awkward. He is bad-tempered. He hears little, sees less. But his sense of smell remains keen. The bear sniffs. The refreshing scent of Coast revives him. Massive lather engulfs him. After which he becomes friendly and playful and can learn to do tricks. Coast, the eye-opener.
Today's the day to see your Toyota dealer and experience the luxury of Avalon. And right now, there's a wide selection starting at only $22,758. Experience the all-new Avalon.
Hey, Chichi, got room for a foursome?
Sure, and then some. Take advantage of Toyota Previa's special lease program. Imagine a Previa with lots of options for only $299 a month. It's Toyota's Today's the Day spring sales event, so hurry.
Hey, there's Chi-Chi.
Michael Jordan. To find what you desire requires a great effort. You look thirsty. Gatorade?
Thanks. How come?
I know why you have come. You wish to know the meaning of life.
And?
Life is a sport. Drink it up.
That's what I figured.
Another bestseller becomes an NBC event. Beautiful Olympic hopefuls are murdered.
Open season on college girls.
We've got a real lunatic on our hands.
2 cops taunted by a brilliant killer.
It's a game to him. He gets to make all the rules.
Solving a sick puzzle before he kills again. No! Alex MacArthur, Randy Quaid, Ed McBain's 87th Precinct, NBC tonight.
This is the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by the Prudential. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
Halftime at Market Square Arena with the Pacers leading the Bulls 47-37. Michael Jordan 2 for 9 with 7 points as he returns to later that year. On the court, there is another very good matchup going on right now between Utah and Charlotte, and we will bring you some coverage of that game right after this message from Prudential and a word from the NBA.
Financial concerns, medical problems, anxiety about the future. 50 million Americans turn for help to one particular company, a company whose sole purpose has always been to bring them to a different state of mind. Peace of mind, security, protection, optimism. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
There's a lot of debate these days about whether sports heroes should be considered role models. Well, I think that if strength and determination come into play, if overcoming obstacles and being a team player are considered, if digging deep inside each and every day helps qualify you for role model status, then I'd like you to consider my role model. Come see these sports heroes in the Special Olympics 1995 World Games this summer in Connecticut.
The Utah Jazz sit atop the Midwest Division, tied with Orlando and Phoenix for the best record in the NBA. They are in Charlotte right now playing the Hornets. Let's check out the action from the Hive with Tom Hammond and Bill Walton. Gentlemen.
Guy work off your screens.
And welcome to those of you who've been watching the Chicago-Indiana game. Tom Hammond with Bill Walton and Jim Gray. Pacers up 10 at halftime. Here at the Charlotte Coliseum, 2:36 left, third quarter, with the Hornets leading the Utah Jazz 80-61. It's been the Alonzo Mourning show for the Charlotte Hornets today. Utah has had no answer for the Hornets big man.
Mourning 31 points, 7 rebounds. Perimeter shooting has been spectacular. The defense solid enough, and a flat Utah team that has not brought enough today to this very tough building where you have to try to get those big road victories.
Del Curry for 3. John Crotty chases it down. John Stockton on the bench for the Jazz at the moment. Antoine Carr inside. Pretty left-handed shot.
The bench finally starting to make its mark for Utah. It has been all Charlotte, although Charlotte's bench has been relatively quiet. Parrish and Del Curry, the only contributors today for Alan Bristow. But Adam Keefe, Antoine Carr, Crotty, Blue Edwards, not gotten it done today for the normally productive Utah Jazz bench.
Curry fighting to get back his miss, out of bounds to Utah.
But what Antoine Carr gives the Utah Jazz is a second Karl Malone type player. A guy you can post up, a guy who will get the big rebounds, play the tough defense, be the mental and physical enforcer out there intimidating the other team.
Thanks, guys. A look at Antoine Carr, who the team acquired this NFL broadcasting team. He will also do non-football assignments and be part of our team at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. Phil will be joining us here in the studio following the basketball game to shed some light on his decision. Once again, it's halftime at Market Square Arena with the Pacers leading the Bulls by 10 points. We'll send it back to Marv, Matt, and Ahmad for the second half right after these messages from your local station.
This has been the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by the Prudential. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
WNYX Radio has just announced a no smoking policy.
Bill, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. How rude of me. Where do you suggest we set up this smoking area?
How about a mobile 10-foot radius around me?
Something wrong? Are you sure? You sure there's nothing the matter? Okay, you got it.
Bill Hartman stars in News Radio, premiering Tuesday after Wings on NBC.
This game is brought to you in part by United Airlines.
If there's one thing that separates us, that makes us different from all other living things, it's the desire for a chance, for one shining opportunity to see how high, how far we can go. Well, the people of United Airlines just got one of those chances. Today, the 54,000 men and women who built this airline now own this airline. Come fly our friendly skies.
This is the Game of the Week on NBC.
Welcome back to Indianapolis.
96 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. Phil will be joining us here in the studio following the basketball game to shed some light on his decision. Once again, it's halftime at Market Square Arena with the Pacers leading the Bulls by 10 points. We'll send it back to Marv, Matt, and Ahmad for the second half right after these messages from your local station.
This has been the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by the Prudential. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
WNYX Radio has just announced a no smoking policy.
Bill, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. How rude of me. Where do you suggest we set up this smoking area?
How about a mobile 10-foot radius around me?
Something wrong? Are you sure? You sure there's nothing the matter? Okay, you got it.
Bill Hartman Hartman stars in News Radio, premiering Tuesday after Wings on NBC.
This game is brought to you in part by United Airlines.
If there's one thing that separates us, that makes us different from all other living things, it's the desire for a chance, for one shining opportunity to see how high, how far we can go. Well, the people of United Airlines just got one of those chances. Today, the 54,000 men and women who built this airline now own this airline. Come fly our friendly skies.
This is the Game of the Week on NBC.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. Michael Jordan making his way back out of the court for the second half. Indiana with the 10-point lead on Chicago. Marv Albert along with Matt Guokas. Jordan in the first half, 19 minutes, 2 of 9 from the field. And the Bulls looking very tentative in that first half.
They've been watching him a little bit, but the toughest part for Michael over the next 4 or 5 games will be trying to establish his own game and blending in with his teammates who have been battling together for 6.
All the Bulls only 11 for 33. 33% shooting. The Pacers 17 of 39 from the field. There you see the stat line on Jordan. 2 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the foul line. And this the big number. Pacers out rebounding the Bulls 30 to 13. Dale Davis with 15 rebounds in the first half. His career high accomplished on 2 occasions, 22-15 in the first half. We'll be back with the second half from Market Square right after this.
Brooklyn, 1931. Acting on a tip-off, detectives raid premises downtown, busting a gang attempting to copy Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's ingredients are one of the world's best-kept secrets, so any fraud is easy to detect. Let that be a warning. Nothing else tastes like Coca-Cola. Just another day for the feds and their new recruit.
This isn't Hollywood. This is the Army. A place that prepares you to think, to act, to be a part of the real world. A world where change is rapid, where technology keeps expanding. By the year 2000, there'll be as many computers as people. So get ready for tomorrow in the high-tech army of today. Because we've already begun the 21st century in America's Army.
AT&T, this is Emily.
Emily, listen, my friend Doug told me something that shocked me. He said that he saves on calls to anybody.
That's AT&T True Savings.
Anybody?
Anybody in the U.S.
Because I'm not making any circles.
No circles.
And I'm not ratting out my friends.
No circles. Just sign up, make $10 in calls a month, and we'll subtract 25% off your AT&T bill.
Ow!
It's true.
I want it.
AT&T True Savings. Save 25% to anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Your true voice.
Dear Midas, while visiting my family in Gainesville, my brakes made strange noises and stopped working. I went to 2 dealers and got the same answer.
We can't get brake parts for your car.
We can't get brake parts for your car.
A 3rd dealer suggested,
Call Midas.
your guys removed my wheels, inspected my brakes, and told me.
We can take care of it.
My hat goes off to your employees for such helpful service. Thank you. Bill Cohn.
Next Sunday, Shaq, Penny, and the Magic drive towards the playoffs. Orlando Arena has truly been the Magic Kingdom for the Eastern Conference leaders. They own the best home record in the NBA. Now, the Magic try to put a spell on the Warriors when they take the floor at the O-Arena. Tip-off just after 12 noon Eastern, next Sunday on NBC.
As we head to the start of play in the 3rd quarter, Indiana with a 47-37 lead on Chicago. Pacers have led all the way, and they have led by as many as 18. A look at the leading scorers. Scottie Pippen with 13. B.J. Armstrong, who has hit the three-pointer. He's hit 3 from downtown.
And the Indiana Pacers starting to take advantage of every Chicago Bull mistake. Whether it's a block shot, a ball knocked loose, they are just flat out whipping the Bulls down at the other end of the floor.
6 straight points by the Pacers. They lead by 12. You are watching the NBA on NBC.
Catch Inside Stuff Saturday mornings on NBC.
This is the inspiration behind Goodyear's newest AquaTread, the all-new Wrangler AquaTread for light trucks and sport utilities. 2 aqua channels sweep water away. You get the sheer rugged toughness of a Goodyear Wrangler and the outstanding wet traction of a Goodyear AquaTread. Welcome to the AquaTread family. The new 50,000-mile Wrangler AquaTread, only from Goodyear.
Today's harder working engines need Castrol GTX, the motor oil that provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. Because if your oil breaks down, what's next? Castrol GTX, engineered for greater protection against breakdown.
Because we don't all have the same face, there's the Schick Tracer. Tracer flexes to fit each individual face, leaving your unique face uniquely comfortable. The Schick Tracer. We're changing the face of shaving.
It's coming. To take cold. To take taste. To take smooth. To the extreme. Introducing Bud Ice. Now brewed to go beyond the others. To be an easier drinking ice. Take smooth to the extreme. Bud Ice.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Bud Ice and 96-calorie Bud Ice Light. Chilled below freezing for a taste that's smooth to the extreme. By Castrol GTX, engineered for greater protection against breakdown. And by Coca-Cola Classic. Always the real thing. Always Coca-Cola.
Rick Smith at 7'4", when he puts the ball over his head, he doesn't expect anybody to steal, but it's a fundamental error by Smith as he put it behind his head. The lightning quick hands of Michael Jordan to strip it and finish the play off at the other end. Reggie Miller thought about stepping up and trying to take the charge. It looked like Michael was ready to jump over him if he had it. As we said starting this third quarter, Marvin, Michael realizes
Antonio Davis, who also paid for it, and he was fouled, took a shot in the head.
Well, a running start by Phil Wennington out from about the right elbow area, guessing just right, and the ball coming right off the rim, right where he is able to finish and tomahawk it through.
Wennington called for the foul, sending Davis to the line. A hand for Reggie Miller sitting down. He'll get a rest, leads with 21 points. Antonio Davis at the free throw line. In his second year out of Texas, El Paso, a second-round draft pick back in 1990. Played in Europe for 3 years, in Italy and Greece, before signing on with Indiana. Michael Jordan now returning. So Michael certainly getting the playing time. Opened up with 9 minutes in the first quarter. Saw considerable action in the second. 19 minutes in all for the half. 28 minutes thus far for Jordan. Beginning to show some signs. Doing it off the dribble here against Byron Scott. Faced the double team. Got it out to Myers. He fires. Pacers 69. The Bulls 58.
It actually turned into a little bit of a triple team, which really opened up the lane for Myers, who made a nice move going to his left.
Now Jordan defensively facing Fleming. Fleming and Scott now in the backcourt. Last touch by...
How you doing? Name's Red Dog. Red Dog. Now, I see a lot of you dogs out there yipping and yapping, chasing after anything that moves. Well, you know, sometimes you ought to lay low. And even when someone's trying to yank your chain, just let it ride. Red Dog. Be your own Dog. So that when something good does come your way.
Red Dog beer. Bold yet smooth. Easy to drink.
You can make the most of it.
Most sport coupes have road-clinging suspensions, but bone-jarring rides. Most luxury coupes have lots of room, but cost lots of money. And some coupes have big engines, but tiny back seats. That was before. This is after. Introducing Chrysler Sebring, race-inspired four-wheel double wishbone suspension, 24-valve fuel-injected V6, and an honest-to-goodness back seat. The new Chrysler Sebring, the cure for the common coupe.
So, I suppose you'll be having beach meat up in this little room for the limbs next.
Oh, with this little fella, I won't have to call the cream me aunt. Sure, I'm another speaking food. Kind of place it is. Print. And that's without going within a punch or the hole in the wall.
Miss Machine, you must have been behind the door and dead.
And with the video capture capability to make it check back. It's not the right picture. Ask myself and I sat down 95 away.
They're great. I can't believe it's half the fat.
How's that?
Delicious. I could eat about this many tacos.
These are great.
They taste magnificent.
Bingo!
Taco Bell introduces Border Light Tacos. 4 new tacos with all the taste and half the fat. Try them and you'll be a believer too.
I had no idea light food could taste so good. As we observe the return of Michael Jordan, another look back at the Jordan years, that emotional first championship in 91, 1992, the Bulls knocking off Portland in Chicago for a second title, and then a third straight defeating Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns in 6 games. That 1993 NBA championship as Workman. And that's the end of the third quarter with the Pacers 73 and the Bulls 63.
Byron Scott not wanting to let Vern Fleming face Jordan one-on-one, comes out but overruns the play, leaving another wide open lane for Michael to get in there, draw the defense, and get the easy one for Bill Wennington.
So Michael Jordan setting up Bill Wennington to conclude matters here in the third. Coming up in a moment. We'll pause for these messages from your local station.
Michael Jordan. To find this game you desire requires a great effort.
Who's the performance leader on the track and on the street? It's Ford and your local Ford dealer, featuring 3.9% financing for up to 48 months or $600 cash back on Ford Probe. Probe's the sports coupe with impressive power.
That's what I figured.
News Radio starring Phil Hartman, NBC Tuesday After Wings.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
Well, our staff here at NBC Sports, Matt, just getting younger and younger. It's our youth movement. How about number 23? That's out of date these days. Michael opting to wear his baseball uniform number 45. Certainly thinking of marketing possibilities down the road. Michael in action with number 45 and making the transition back to the basketball court. Fourth quarter underway. Pacers 73 and the Bulls 63. It's some 21 months after Michael Jordan's last appearance in an NBA game. And Michael opening up this fourth quarter, guarding Vern Fleming. Antonio Davis. And last touch by the Bulls. But meanwhile, despite the fact that this has not been an effective game for the Bulls, they are hanging around, down by only 10 as this fourth quarter gets started.
Mainly because their defense was much more aggressive in the third quarter. They shot the ball better, but the reason why they're still down 10 is the 6 turnovers that they had in that third quarter.
And the whistle away from the ball is against Indiana. Byron Scott called for the offensive foul. At one point, Indiana led by as many as 18. Pacers with a good shooting third quarter, 8 for 10 overall in the third.
Michael there setting up Steve Kerr coming off a stagger, but good defense by the Pacers shut it off, and a nice move inside by big Luke Longley.
8-point Indiana lead. Reggie Miller getting set to check back in. Fleming and Scott in the backcourt. Smith's playing with 4 fouls up front with McKee and Antonio Davis. Not a good shot by Smiths. Here's Jordan putting the move on.
And Michael looking over to the official on the baseline, trying to figure out why he didn't get a foul call there. He initiated the contact into Smiths.
Smiths. Well, Rick Smiths extends to a 10-point Pacer lead.
He is just so comfortable facing the basket from about 15 to 18 feet out front, and really prefers that left crossover there. Bothered by Kerr. He lost it. He got bumped by his own man, Smiths. But Byron Scott in the right place at the right time to finish it off with the jumper.
Antonio Davis called for the foul. Timeout is taken with 9:14 left in the fourth.
Golden State battles Shaq and the top team in the East, the Magic, next Sunday on NBC.
My dad once said, 90% of sports is from the neck up. Experience tells me he was right. They say only the strong survive. Experience tells me it's true. Now, I know I'm just a rookie, but I see what it takes to succeed. Hard work, strength, experience.
You never know when you'll come face to face with a regular-looking phone wired to a no-name company. Will you and your card be rejected? We're sorry. Will your call cost a lot more than you think? How can you be sure you'll get AT&T and get through at a good price? Know the code. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
For card calls, you'll always get AT&T's best deal if you know the code. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
And you'll never worry about no-name phone company charges again.
Your true voice.
Filtered Miller Genuine Draft. The cold one. You know the beer, you know the taste. With Miller Genuine Draft, the world's a very cool place.
Miller Genuine Draft presents Genuine Moments.
Today's Miller Genuine Draft Genuine Moment goes back to April 12, 1987. The Bulls versus the Pacers, and a fellow by the name of Michael Jordan had an enormous game. 53 points for Michael, the most points ever scored by a Chicago Bull against the Indiana Pacers, and just 2 off the single-game scoring mark against Indiana, which is 55 points scored by the Spurs' George Gervin in 1980. That is the stat line today for Michael Jordan. Only 4 of 16 from the field. He is headed to the free throw line. In recognition of that moment, Miller Genuine Draft will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Jordan 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Of course, Michael has had unparalleled history measured with the record-tying 7 straight scoring titles.
Off that screen, shuffles the feet a little bit, but Pete Myers getting hung up on the pick, and that left Reggie Miller to finger the seams, read the label, and drain the 3. And here, after the next three-pointer, when he got hit on the arm by Pete Myers, continues to complain to the referee.
This isn't Hollywood. This is the Army. A place that prepares you to think, to act, to be a part of the real world. A world where change is rapid, where technology keeps expanding. By the year 2000, there'll be as many computers as people. So get ready for tomorrow in the high-tech Army of today. Because we've already begun the 21st century in America's Army.
At GMC Truck, we built a reputation for truck strengths. A considerable advantage that also comes in this handy take-home size. Sierra from GMC Truck.
Let's get out of here! Why? The noise! Okay! Hey, man, I got you light ice! Go!
Miller Light Ice, for the taste that goes all out when you're out.
This is a lot better! Yeah! Much louder!
Miller Light Ice. The night is young.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Miller Lite Ice. The night is young. By GMC Truck, the strength of experience. And by Nike, who encourages you to participate in the lives of America's youth.
Welcome back to Market Square Arena, where the Indiana Pacers lead the Chicago Bulls 86-75 with 6 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We'd like to welcome those of you who have been watching Utah and Charlotte. And the Hornets over the Jazz 108-104, and the Charlotte Hornets now show a record of 40 up and 25 down, so they are in a virtual tie for the Central Division lead with the 39-24 Indiana Pacers. The Hornets stopping a 3-game losing streak. Utah losing on the road, which is unusual. They are now 23-11 on the road. They still lead the Midwest, now by 2 games in front of San Antonio. Shot clock is down to 2 as McKee comes up short. It is a 24-second violation. The stat line on Michael Jordan, who has just checked back in, he has played 33 minutes. He missed his first 6 shots and then was able to connect 4 of 18 overall for 13 points. 5 of 6 from the line, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Certainly in a process of adjustment. Looking a bit rusty. On the other hand, we have seen some terrific flashes. Oh! Michael now 4 for 19. It will get better for Michael and the Bulls.
Well, the defense of the second half of the Chicago Bulls much better. In fact, the Indiana Pacers have no second chance points. So the move of starting Corey Blunt, playing Bill Wennington a little at the big forward spot, has worked for Chicago, at least defensively, here in the second half.
A A show the ball move by Jordan. Now guarded by McKee. Longley off the nice entry pass from Jordan.
Terrific, and Michael, I appreciated that move by Longley to keep moving and then stop dead in the lane with the defender on his back. That's why he got such good position.
Pacers 86 and the Bulls 77. McKee went underneath the hoop. Armstrong has a 3-on-2. Pacers able to hustle back. Pippen. Scottie Pippen driving the lane. And it's down to a 7-point Pacer lead.
Hanging around, just hanging around, and that's dangerous when you have number 45 on the floor.
44 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Well, here the Bulls taking advantage of a second shot opportunity as Corey Blunt working hard, and a lot of times the defense will sag in there after the open shot, and that will enable the three-point shooters to spot up behind the line.
Do not become a cynic. That's a sure sign of physical and spiritual atrophy, a disorder that can be readily avoided with frequent doses of fresh air, adrenaline, and vast wilderness. For those of you who would seek adventure, take heart. There are yet places that speak to our souls. And to the dim-eyed know-it-alls, they will say this: I have a surprise for you.
Are you open-minded? So it's possible then that Shakespeare didn't write all those plays. Or that there was no Big Bang. Or that with its new redesigned 3800 Series 2 V6, the Oldsmobile LSS luxury sports sedan might be every bit as enjoyable as a more expensive import. It's your money.
This is Dick Enberg at the Bay Hill Club in Orlando. Final round of the Nestle Invitational underway. Greg Norman, part of a brilliant international field. A birdie moments ago on the par 4 8th. He's 7 under. Nick Price, par 3 7th, his tee shot. Right at the stick, leaves him with a short birdie putt. Price with birdies on 3 of the last 4 holes, including this one to go 9 under. Norman and Price chasing the leader and defending champion Lauren Roberts. Final round coverage coming up.
Michael Jordan hoping for a three-pointer as Corey Blunt will kick out to B.J. Armstrong, but keep an eye on B.J.'s right foot right on the line as he releases that shot. Michael trying to get the 3, but it was ruled a 2-point shot.
For Davis. McKee with the move. A clutch shot by Derek McKee. He now has 16 with 2:03 left in the fourth. The Pacers lead 90-83, and the Bulls take a timeout. Back in a moment at Market Square. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
It's coming. To take cold. To take taste. To take smooth. To the extreme. Introducing Bud Ice. Now brewed to go beyond the others. To be an easier drinking ice. Take smooth to the extreme. Bud Ice.
Some would say going 100,000 copies without an unscheduled service call is impressive. Sharp would say it's a beginning. Sharp. Call for your free interactive kit of copier solutions.
Do you know how much Pringles you got? More from this can than you thought. Fill a bowl from a Pringles can. Got as much as this bag. Amazing, man. Can you believe how much Pringles you got?
This is the inspiration behind Goodyear's new 50,000-mile Wrangler AquaTread. 2 aqua channels sweep water away for outstanding wet traction. Welcome to the AquaTread family. New Wrangler AquaTread, only from Goodyear.
At Sharp, we have a full line of copiers that suit the needs of your business. No matter how big your business becomes. Call for your free interactive kit of copier solutions.
2 miles deep, an ancient artifact unleashes a demonic force.
There's something moving around in here.
A being of pure evil.
I'll watch all of you as you die.
A battle of science against the supernatural.
I've got it. It's too late!
All new Sequest NBC tonight.
This is the NBA on NBC.
Michael Jordan looking up at the scoreboard to check. Scoring time, has gotten plenty of minutes for himself. A little rusty from the field, or we should say very rusty, at just 5 for 21. Not taking advantage of a possible hand check here. Settles for jump shot, and then the Indiana Pacers will turn it into a wide open jumper on the break for Derek McKee, as once again Mark Jackson finds the open man.
Well, let's see, Matt. Wearing number 45, Michael Jordan, 5 for 21, only a 24% shooter. Looking back at his career, wearing number 23 was a 52% shooter.
You think they'll stop making all those shirts now?
Yes. No.
Reggie's right, and Michael Jordan's right, and both of them in a lot of discomfort right now.
A bizarre conclusion with the Chicago Bulls coming from behind on a 25-9 run. And the 2 marquee players, Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, end up on the floor. We'll be right back.
At the heart of the new Aurora is a powerful 32-valve dual overhead cam V8. It lets you drive 100,000 miles before your first tune-up. It lets you go up to 50 miles in the event of total coolant loss. And for anyone who wants to know how powerful it is, that was Texas you just drove through. It's your money.
Half the fat. We like that.
Half the fat? I thought it'd be smaller.
That's a good taco.
I like the taste. They're so full of good stuff. How'd you do it?
Taco Bell introduces Border Light Tacos. 4 new tacos with all the taste and half the fat. Try them and you'll be a believer too.
Great. Border Lights.
Defending champion Lauren Roberts tries to win it again, but the strongest field of the year is on his heels. Final round coverage of the Nestle Invitational next on NBC.
Ahmad Rashad back at Market Square Arena, and on that last collision between Reggie Miller and Michael Jordan, where their legs sort of collided, Michael Jordan came out of this with a cramp. That was his problem, and Reggie Miller almost a bruise. Their legs hit together, and Reggie Miller, both of them appear to be all right. Reggie's still hobbling just a little bit. So it remains to be seen if Reggie Miller will still be in the game. Michael Jordan, as I said before, just suffering a cramp. Mark?
All right, Ahmad, we're down to 3 seconds remaining in regulation. The Chicago Bulls, with a surge in this 4th quarter, have tied the game at 92. That's the timeout rundown. Bulls 3 full timeouts plus a 20. The Pacers 1 plus a 20.
And the Bulls have a delay of game to try to find out what the play was. They found out a little bit about where Mark Jackson was going. Of course, the number one option here would be Byron Scott, their best perimeter shooter.
And now a 20-second timeout is taken by Larry Brown.
Reggie's right and Michael Jordan's right, and both of them in a lot of discomfort right now.
A bizarre conclusion with the Chicago Bulls coming from behind on a 25-9 run. And the two marquee players, Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, end up on the floor. We'll be right back.
At the heart of the new Aurora is a powerful 32-valve dual overhead cam V8. It lets you drive 100,000 miles before your first tune-up. It lets you go up to 50 miles in the event of total coolant loss. And for anyone who wants to know how powerful it is, that was Texas you just drove through. It's your money.
Half the fat. We like that.
Half the fat? I thought it'd be smaller.
That's a good taco.
I like the taste. They're so full of good stuff. How'd you do it?
Taco Bell introduces Border Light Tacos. 4 new tacos with all the taste and half the fat. Try them and you'll be a believer too.
Great. Border Lights.
Defending champion Lauren Roberts tries to win it again, but the strongest field of the year is on his heels. Final round coverage of the Nestle Invitational next on NBC.
Ahmad Rashad back at Market Square Arena, and on that last collision between Reggie Miller and Michael Jordan, where their legs sort of collided, Michael Jordan came out of this with a cramp. That was his problem, and Reggie Miller almost a bruise. Their legs hit together, and Reggie Miller, both of them appear to be all right. Reggie's still hobbling just a little bit. So it remains to be seen if Reggie Miller will still be in the game. Michael Jordan, as I said before, just suffering a cramp. Mark?
All right, Ahmad, we're down to 3 seconds remaining in regulation. The Chicago Bulls, with a surge in this fourth quarter, have tied the game at 92. That's the timeout rundown. Bulls 3 full timeouts plus a 20. The Pacers 1 plus a 20.
And the Bulls have a delay of game to try to find out what the play was. They found out a little bit about where Mark Jackson was going. Of course, the number one option here would be Byron Scott, their best perimeter shooter.
And now a 20-second timeout is taken by Larry Brown. McKee for the shot, and we go to overtime. The Chicago Bulls and the Indiana Pacers head to an overtime session at Market Square. The Bulls 92 and the Pacers 92. Back in a moment.
So, NBC Tuesday, there's this new show, News Radio.
See those sprinklers up there? They're not hooked up to anything.
Meet the boss.
Yeah, I paid a guy off, had my nephew come in, super glue him to the ceiling.
Premiering NBC Tuesday, News Radio. The best comedy money can buy.
New York, New York, it's a hell of a town.
You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire. You'd be so nice. You'd be paradise.
Only Hilton Honors offers the double dip. Charge your stay with the American Express card. As an Honors member, you'll earn double points and double hotel miles with any of these airlines. Double points, double miles. Only with Hilton Honors.
gonna take to the streets and spend some time on the road. I need a truck that'll take me where I wanna go. I need a Dodge from America's Truck Stop Dodge. Big Magnum engines, don't take them for granted. Overall, the most powerful line of trucks on the planet, that's Dodge. From America's Truck Stop Dodge. Oh, America's Truck Stop.
In Chicago, you look up and say, there's the Big Dipper and United Airlines. You see the moon and United. Every time you look up, there's United. With 1,000 flights in and out, more than any other airline. More United flights than stars? Some nights, yes. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly our friendly skies.
Will Travolta's Oscar nomination catapult his career? Find out on Extra.
In Orlando, Florida, underway. On the par 4 ninth, Nick Faldo. Birdie putt to go 8 under par. But the drama earlier, first 5 holes complete for the leading group, and Brad Faxon one behind the leader, Lauren Roberts, with his second birdie in the first 5 holes, and Roberts and Faxon are tied atop the leaderboard at the Nestle Invitational.
And the drama continuing here in Indianapolis on a day that saw Michael Jordan make his return. Turns out to be a good ball game, tied at 92 as we head to overtime. And the word on Reggie Miller, Ahmad Rashad, passing on to us that he is through for the game, suffering a right thigh contusion.
And the Pacers became very perimeter-oriented in the last 5-6 minutes of the fourth quarter, and now they lose their best perimeter shooter. Rick Smits has to become the first option for the Pacers right now.
Last touch by Smits. Chicago maintains possession with 4 on the 24.
It's so typical of the Chicago offense. When they try to run something set, they invariably wear down the shot clock and wind up having to take tough shots like that.
Timeout is being called. 2:14 left in overtime. The Pacers lead by 2.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those 2 imposters just the same, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, yours is the earth and everything in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
We all work awfully hard today. I think we should be as good to ourselves as we can. So I'm going to treat myself to Irish Cream Coffee Mate. It adds a rich, creamy taste to my coffee, and it's full of sweet, fabulous flavor. I wouldn't put anything else in my coffee, except maybe amaretto or a hazelnut Coffee Mate. So many treats, so little time. Flavored Coffee Mate. Your coffee never had it so good.
Well, Reggie Miller has made his way back to the Indiana bench. For more of that, let's go to Ahmad Rashad.
All right, Marv, you were saying just earlier something about Willis Reed. Well, like Willis Reed in that game where he came out, Reggie Miller has just come out, talked to the trainer, and says that he wants to go back into the game. They're discussing it right now. As you can see, he has taken the ice off of his leg and has told the trainer he's prepared to go back and play. Marv?
Ahmad reporting on our...
With Reggie Miller, it was the right leg. This time, Michael is pulling down the sleeve with a problem with the left one.
So Jordan now 7 for 26 for 19 points in his 42 minutes.
So, I suppose you'll be having big sweet up in the spare room for the limbs next.
Oh, with this little fella, I won't have to call the creamy Jan. Sure, I haven't got the speakerphone. Can I play CDs? Print. And that's without going within a bull's worth of hole in the wall.
Miss Mackenzie, you must have been behind the door and dead.
And when the video capture capability to make it cat part. So not the right picture. Ask myself when I sat down 95 away.
Rain pan?
Let's do the dry joy test.
Getting cocky now.
This is unbelievable. You can swim in those things. Comfort, breathability. What do you do to break these shoes in? take them out of the box. That's deep. Where'd it go? Give me a pair of those.
Consistency is the key to this game.
I tell you, that's a long, wet walk.
It's like walking on water. They're wet, but my socks are dry.
It's pretty wet out there today.
Hope they wore their dry, George.
We're at the Nestle Invitational final round, and Nick Faldo, the winner 2 weeks ago at Doral, runner-up at the Honda a week ago, making a charge, 3 under today. And Brad Faxon, the co-leader, with Lauren Roberts, a chance for sole possession of the lead, and lips out. So Faxon and Roberts tied. Final round of the Nestle Invitational. Now back to Market Square Arena and Marv Albert.
Reminder at the conclusion of this game, and we are in overtime, minute 32 to go, 1 point. And the Bulls will take a timeout. It's the Pacers 102, the Bulls 96. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
The all-new Lincoln Continental is so technologically advanced, you control it with the press of a button. Equally as impressive is that with the press of a button, its exclusive 12-function memory profile system sets everything back to where it was.
Your Lincoln.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
The new Lincoln Continental with a 32-valve V8 Intech system. The perfect balance of luxury and technology.
Now, a demonstration of 2 of the most accurate pieces of equipment ever developed. The new Lynx Black Cat stability-weighted iron. And this tank. The Black Cat's revolutionary technology virtually guarantees fewer mishits. The tank's technology also allows you to be less than precise and still score a direct hit. However, the tank leaves a slightly larger ball mark. The new Black Cat iron from Lynx.
Jordan at the end of regulation did hobble his way back for one sequence. Michael Jordan has been limping, although he has hung in. I don't think Michael had an overtime in mind when he was thinking of making his return. He has now played 44 minutes. He has sat only 9.
Relaxing game. Then there are those who play the Top Flight XL. Longest hitters with the longest ball. Top Flight XL.
The first cross-country railroad, gateway to a new world of opportunity. The same vision that drove men to cross a continent brought a company called Freeport-McMoRan to the mountains of Indonesia. Here, we discovered one of the world's great deposits of copper and gold. And within the last 5 years, we quadrupled our ore reserves. If you have to cross a continent or an ocean to seek out new opportunities, then that's what you do. Freeport-McMoRan, a natural leader.
Indiana Pacers looking to make it 2 studios in New York, where the now for sure retired Phil Simms will be live with our Hannah Storm. So for Matt Dukas and Ahmad Rashad and Bob Costas, I'm Marv Albert saying so long from Indianapolis. Again, the final, Indiana 103 and Chicago 96. Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan dueling down the stretch. The Pacers go to 40-24. They remain a half game over Charlotte earlier today. Charlotte defeating Utah. For Indiana, 3 straight wins, 6 of the last 7, while the Bulls see a 3-game win streak come to a close. They are now 34-32. That wraps it from Market Square. This has been the NBA on NBC.
Every day you have it black with sugar, with cream. You call it Joe, you call it Java. In the morning, on the road, at the office. Now, imagine new flavored ground coffee from Hills Brothers. French vanilla. Enticing hazelnut. Rich Irish cream. New Hills Brothers flavored ground coffee. It's everything you imagine coffee could be.
The new Judge irons, they have a sweet spot the size of Texas, and the weight's down low to hit the ball high and bring it down soft on target.
New Judge Strong irons from Founders Club. The height of accuracy.
They were really growing up fast. Too fast. All Kelly talked about was going to high school, and all I could think about was paying for college. Sure, I played around with a few mutual funds, but I was no expert. So I started talking to someone who could help, a broker at Dean Witter.
We must plan for our clients' future as if it were our own.
Funny, kids think their parents always have the right answers. I'm just making sure I do.
We measure success, one investor at a time.
The new Judge irons, they have a sweet spot the size of Texas, and the weight's down low to hit the ball high and bring it down soft on target.
New Judge Strong irons from Founders Club. The height of accuracy.
This is the NBC Sports Prudential Update. Now, Hannah Storm.
This is the beautiful Bay Hill Country Club in Orlando, Florida, site of the Nestle Invitational, and we will bring you final round coverage in just a few minutes. Hi, everybody. Hannah Storm back in our New York studio, along with a new face, the newest member of our sports team, Phil.
Maybe 2 weeks, something like that.
And, of course, that's Coach Phil Jackson from Market Square Arena. We'll be back with much more right after this.
Get out of Dodge and into a Ford minivan with big savings. Save a total of $2,610 on the front-wheel drive Ford Windstar with $750 reward for current owners of a Dodge or Chrysler Plymouth minivan who choose to buy Ford Windstar. Or buy Ford Aerostar and save $2,299 with your Ford Choice Reward. So get out of Dodge and into Ford Windstar and Aerostar. But hurry, offers end soon. See your local Ford dealer today.
1,000 flights coming and going every business day, fanning out nonstop to over 135 cities. Covering the sky with more flights to more cities from O'Hare than any other airline. A kaleidoscopic array that could only be brought to you by United and United Express. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly our friendly skies.
WMAQ All News 67 is the first place on the dial for the O.J. Simpson trial. Only WMAQ has live, exclusive CNN radio coverage of the trial. So when you can't be near a TV, tune to WMAQ All News 67 every day for live, exclusive CNN coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial. It's easy to remember. First on your dial, first with the trial. WMAQ All News 67, because timing is everything.
I was shocked to learn that most ordinary credit cards charge interest from the moment you buy something, if you carry a balance as little as $1. Thankfully, American Express has introduced a new credit card called the Optima True Grace Card. You get an interest-free grace period on each new purchase, even when you carry a balance. It's a good thing.
But don't just throw away your old credit cards. Recycle them. I'm retiling my pool.
Look in the mail or call 1-800-4-OPTIMA.
Hope you're enjoying our post-game show here on Channel 5. Let's go live now to Indianapolis, where Phil Jackson continues to meet with the media.
Even if Michael Jordan's around or not around, I think that's something that he truly is going to have to learn. And being that I'm here, I'm going to try to help him out as much as possible.
Can you give us a sense of your emotional state? Of course, he said a lot of things, but I mean, when you really boil it down, I'm back because I love the game. Want to play, you know. There will be money down the line. That contract he's under now, Warner, has just one more full season left. He'll get it in time, but now he has no guarantees. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll be back with plenty more of MJ Day. Stay with us.
Rattle, rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom.
Don't worry,
call the CarX man.
Terry Laughlin could take his truck back to the dealer for brake work. After all, it's close to his house. Real close. But Terry'd rather drive down the street to CarX.
I trust him. And who wants to pay dealer prices?
At CarX, we fix only what needs fixing.
Pads and rotors. The back brakes are fine.
And we do it while you wait. For brake repair, people say,
I'd go.
Tough part, but I look forward to that challenge. Believe me.
You're soul searching. We had expectations you scored 40 today. Were our expectations